Asylum seekers in Indonesia say the federal government's plans to revive offshore processing won't stop them taking boats to Australia. And Lateline understands a new boatload of people has been marshalled in the port of Makassar on Sulawesi. While the policy debate rages in Australia, the smugglers and their clients are undeterred. Indonesia correspondent Matt Brown reports from Makassar.
Makassar is a bustling port on the southwest tip of the sprawling island of Sulawesi. Its docks host sailors, fishermen and others doing dodgy deals. Makassar is a hub for people smugglers and their clients, and events here highlight the Gillard government's quandary. The asylum seekers in Makassar's immigration detention centre are pleased the so-called Malaysia solution is in tatters.
First, I'm very happy that still in Australia there are a lot of people. You can say generous people. They are trying to help the humanity.
Mohammed Nasir Ahmadi says he fled extremists in Afghanistan and Pakistan, but was detained en route to Australia in a boat just off Bali 6 months ago.
Would you try to go again by boat to Australia?
Yeah, especially because. We cannot live here in Indonesia. We are asylum seekers. We are living here illegally. We are coming to go to Australia, not coming to stay in Indonesian detention centres in bad conditions.
While the Gillard government's been talking tough and still wants an offshore processing regime, its repeated failure to achieve one has undermined its credibility.
I don't think that Australian government, Australian policy could be like this, that they will send us to the other third countries.
These men make no apologies for paying smugglers to bypass years of waiting for the United Nations to find them a safe place to live, and they question the morality of trying to deter them from getting to Australia any way they can.
They must try to provide protection for us, not reject us. They can reject smugglers. They cannot reject asylum seekers.
The Immigration Department warns around 600 people a month will take to the boats if the government can't get offshore processing up and running. But most here argue the Taliban are more frightening than the Gillard government's plans. One of them, named Asadullah, ignored threats he'd be sent to Malaysia and was on his way to a boat when he was detained at Makassar airport just 2 weeks ago.
Do you think that the government will send you away if you go by boat?
I can't say anything. Maybe not, sir. Maybe not.
You'll still try?
I will still try, sir. I will try.
Right now, the only thing preventing more boats from heading to Australia is the Indonesian police. With the help of their Australian counterparts, they've arrested several high-level smugglers this year, but the networks remain active.
That's what humans are like. While we can look for them, they can also see us. And we can't see them because they can hide.
Lateline understands that since the High Court's ruling last week, more would-be passengers have been sent to Makassar, ready for the next boat to Australia. A source familiar with the venture says it was organised by a smuggler named Zamin Ali, alias Haji Saki, who's on Australia's extradition list.
Haji Saki is an Afghan who's been residing in Indonesia for a long time. He's a smuggler. He lives in Jakarta and he has a syndicate in Makassar.
The smuggler's been able to arrange the voyage despite the fact that he's in jail on previous smuggling charges.
The anti-people smuggling efforts undermined at every turn by corrupt Indonesian officials. These police documents show that last year, 19 asylum seekers were detained in the home of a local army officer who'd organised the boat they were to travel on. But the Indonesian police don't even know if he's been punished.
Most Indonesian officials believe Australia will only stop the boats if it bars entry to every person who arrives on one. Matt Brown, Lateline.